When it comes to using social media to sell your work online, it can be pretty confusing. And I know that my clients usually come to me making one of two mistakes. Number one is they never, ever make offers or try to sell their work online because either they don't think their work is good enough, so they're suffering from that imposter syndrome, or they don't want to bother people. They don't want to oversaturate people with their work and feel like a slimy salesperson. So that's mistake number one. Mistake number two is that they only sell their work. Every post they do is about this piece of work is for sale. I'm offering this class. It's all about the sales. So when they do that, they inadvertently do turn off their followers and their prospects, people who might eventually buy their work. And let me just say, it might be the person who's posting all the time, or it might be even the person who's just posting infrequently, but it's always a sales offer. So that's mistake number two. So either you're always posting sales or you are never posting about sales. So either one of these tactics, you are guaranteed to lose sales. You're guaranteed to lose sales and not really be able to build that relationship that could lead to sales with your followers. Not only that, but it also comes off as a little amateurish, like you're not really sure how to use social media, which might be true, yet I know you want to put your best foot forward when it comes to your marketing. So how do you avoid making one of these mistakes? Well, the big thing is that you create a social media schedule that allows you to balance your content. Now, let me talk about a schedule first of all. It can be as complex or as easy as you want. I recommend starting easy with something that's fairly new to you, but not too far out of your comfort zone. So if you're not planning content at all right now, maybe you're just planning out about a week, and then you can grow that and expand that. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But what I want to come back to is this idea of balancing your social media content, because when I'm talking about balance, I'm not talking about a 50-50 balance. Many successful online marketers actually have a rule called the 80-20 rule. And that means that 80% of the time, you are providing value-based content to your followers. And 20% of the time, you are promoting, making offers, and basically selling your work. So when I say making value-based posts, some of you might be going, oh, wait a minute, what do you mean by value? The way I contribute is really through my work. So if I'm putting my work up online, isn't that how I'm contributing value to my followers? Well, like I said, you're probably making one of those two mistakes. And as much as your followers might want to see your work, they want even more from you. So by value, I mean content that entertains, content that inspires, or content that educates. So not just your work, but also information that falls into those three categories of entertaining, inspiring, or educating. And if you're not quite sure what that means for you and your business, I've actually created this really great resource called the Top 10 Content Ideas for Videos, Social Media, and Blog Posts. And I designed this with you, the creative, in mind. So not only does it have those top 10 content ideas, but it has examples that are specifically tailored to all types of creative work. So you can get instant access to that. Just click the link. Oh, actually, I will include that in this email, and you can just grab it, no problem. I forgot you're already on my list. So go ahead, grab this content. And if you're not on my list, maybe you're watching this on YouTube, the link to get this content immediately will be in the description. So I recommend you grab that. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure you also rotate those value-added content ideas. So you're not just going to educate all the time. You're not just going to entertain all the time. You're not just going to inspire all the time. You're going to rotate them. So think about maybe you want to start the week off by inspiring your followers, right? So maybe Mondays you are always doing an inspirational post or a meme or linking to your inspirational blog post or another blog post you find. You can also curate content. So maybe you decide to do that. Or maybe You follow along with one of the themed days that already exists, like Throwback Thursday. I think most people have heard of that one. In a lot of people's personal feeds, they'll do a Throwback Thursday post. So maybe you want to jump on board a theme that already exists. You can also do monthly themes. So maybe for artists, there's Mermay, for instance, or Inktober, and you want to jump aboard those and keep your followers apprised of what you're doing. Or for writers, there's NaNoWriMo. So again, there are different themed months, and you might want to jump on board, or you can just create your own too. Think outside the box, create your own themed month. And of course, as always, you want to not just do those types of posts. You also want to make sure you're doing that 80-20 rule. So 20% of the time, do not forget to weave in your promotions, your offers, and your sales pitches. And once you're doing this regularly, and once you even expand that schedule, so maybe you're scheduling out for next month instead of just the next week or the next 2 weeks, you can really make the most. You can make the most of your content and your offers. You can kind of combine those and plan ahead. So for instance, let's say you're an artist who's jumping on that Mermay bandwagon, and you figure you're doing this a few months earlier, right? You're like, oh, I'm jumping on Mermay. Maybe through the entire month, you promote, there'll be a giveaway of one of your mermaid drawings at the end of the month for people who enter, or people who share your posts, right? To try to increase your base of followers. Or maybe you already draw a lot of mermaids. I know I have one client who's been doing mermaids lately, and maybe you have a sale on all your mermaid prints through that entire month of Mermay. So again, you can get really creative, think outside of the box, and have fun with your marketing when you do this. And it's fun not only for you, but more fun for your followers. So I want you to take just a moment and think about what could be possible for you if you did follow this 80-20 rule that social marketers have used and been very successful with. So what if you created followers who became prospects, leads, who were really interested in what you were posting online and naturally became interested in your work? Or what if you were doing appropriate sales pitches that didn't feel slimy, but felt like they fit in with what you were already doing on social media? Or what if your followers were getting to know, like, and trust you? Because it's proven that when people know, like, and trust you, they are most likely to buy from you. So if you follow this 80-20 rule, how might your brand and your business actually grow? And remember, if you do need a little help coming up with your social media content, especially for that 80% of the time, in that 80-20 rule, you'll want to sign up and get instant access to the guide that I use with my creative clients that really gives you the top 10 content ideas, for videos, social media, and blog posts. Again, designed especially for creatives. It will give you a leg up. So get out there, stay inspired, share your work, and share your spark. Bye-bye, everyone.